Heads up, 20 apps. Okay, so it's late and it's 11:13 and hopefully this gets up before midnight. Hopefully, fingers are crossed, but with the rate that my editing stuff goes, it may not be, and that I'm sorry for, but I don't know. Anyway.
Don't listen to me. I'm a legend of archery. Don't listen to me.
Rant Rank was awesome, and I got really excited by how many of you enjoyed my rant and decided that I opened your eyes to things, because, you know, that's always the goal. You rant about something because you're passionate, as lots of people would say that I am a passionate person when it comes to movies and such, and I tend to be able to go off for long periods of time. And yeah. So, I was very glad that I was able to open your eyes to the evilness or the horrors of John Williams. Yeah. Anyway, I enjoyed everybody else's rant. And just to Lucy, who was afraid of offending any of us, don't be afraid to offend us. I think that this works far better when we're, like, totally honest with each other and able to say whatever we want to, and, like, I don't know, I feel like a number of us went out on a little bit of a limb and talked about something that either other people may not care about or other people may have different opinions about. I mean, TJ was talking about how public transportation, and we should be totally up for paying a little bit more. And living in DC, I frequently don't use public transportation because it's cheaper for me to drive in and pay the parking meter to park in the city than it is for me to go to the metro, pay to park at the metro, pay to take the metro in, to come back, and to leave is frequently more expensive than it would cost me to actually go into the city and park there. So, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, other than the fact that there are differing opinions there, and I tend to find routes that will take me, I avoid toll roads exclusively because I don't feel like I should have to pay in addition to the taxes to drive on a road that the government has built for me. The government has built that road, therefore I shouldn't have to pay more. I should pay my taxes so that those roads are being built. Totally for that. Yes, my taxes should go towards public transportation, they should go towards the building of roads and the improving of roads, but should I have to pay an additional fee to drive on those roads is something that I don't agree with and I don't think is okay. So I will find circuitous routes to not go on toll roads, ever. And yeah, so I think it's really important that we're able to talk about things that we have differing opinions on and that we can express those opinions and that's okay. So I would love to hear opinions from Lucy at some point that perhaps I don't agree with, or that perhaps she feels super strongly about and I feel super strongly in the opposite direction. And as I'm gathering that I am perhaps fairly significantly more conservative than the rest of you, it shouldn't be all that hard for y'all to find something that I disagree with. But, you know, we're still friends and we still get along, and that's cool. So, Rant Week was fun. And Jins, you were talking about writing letters and doing the whole pen pal thing. And the pen pal thing, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to express my opinion. So, I like the idea, but thinking practically, I don't see myself following through with the idea. And I just kind of want to leave it at that. And if everybody else decides that they're really into it and that they will follow through, I will do my hardest, my best to follow through as well. But I just know me and know that I sit down and I write letters on occasion, but generally I'm not going to do that. Emails I'll do. I don't know. Writing letters tends to, I find that I'm very vague when I write letters to my friends, and it's all sort of vague, this is what's going on in my life, vague, these are broad questions to ask about yours, instead of like specifically this is everything. And I don't know if it's because you're writing it out and you see the pages and pages and you're like, this is a lot of paper and they may or may not be able to read my handwriting because my handwriting's not so great. But an email, you can go on, and you've got the it just looks neater, and you can read it all. And but friends and I were trying to write letters because we felt like it was really sad that people didn't write letters anymore. So, to sum up, I like the idea. I love the intention behind it and the thought behind it. Practically, I don't see myself following through with it very well, but will most definitely try my hardest if everybody decides that it's something that they want to do. Third, because apparently I decided that there are parts to this video now. Third part is echoing everybody else. And James, hopefully you are still alive. Perhaps you were out in the woods having some various romp with a raccoon and having fun and have forgotten about us. And if you are romping around with raccoons in the woods, and that's why you're not here, I suppose that's okay. But really, we would like to see you at some point and know that you're alive, and maybe you could bring some raccoon friends back and share them with us, and that would be fun and exciting. And I don't think there's a fourth part, but that's kind of all I had to say for this week. I hope you all have awesome weeks. DFTBA.